Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Wind Waker HD. We're in the middle of dropping off our sacred pearls to these weird glowy statues that continue to make ominous noises. Let's not think too much about it. So I've got, like I said, a little bit more exploring to do before we actually drop off the last pearl, but we are going to get to it relatively quickly. There's not actually too much along the way. So we're going to stop, we're going to go north one square if I could make my way around this island instead of just running directly into it. And essentially all we're going to come up here to do is grab one of the chart treasures. It's pretty nearby. This is sort of an interesting island and a good example of the rendering system, how this works. You notice it's just a normal looking island until we get close enough, and then eventually all of the effects will render, and you see that, oh, there's actually a whole bunch of stuff around it. So, yeah, it looks pretty impressive, but you can tell they kind of just rendered silhouettes of stuff until you get close to them. Alright, so the treasure chart we're going to pick up here is number 37, actually just the next one over. Let's go ahead and open that up. It looks like we're going to be able to grab the fish first before we do that. I'm going to put some more bait on my hotbar. A lot of pausing and going to stuff here. So I need to buy some more of those. I actually should have bought some more while I was there, but I think 6 will do us for a while at least. Oh, come on, that was a little jump. Gotta work for your food, man. So this right here is Fire Mountain. If we take a look at the island, you will see that this is also appropriately named. We should come to expect that by this point. What have you got? There's a volcano that's spewing out lava like there's no tomorrow. And they say there's a great treasure hidden inside that thing. Of course there is, right? Everyone's ever tried to get inside just been blasted away by the great balls of fire. Goodness gracious. When you get inside, you ought to go find the island that's 1 square north and 4 squares west. It's where the power to freeze anything is hidden, I see. Alright, well, actually somewhat useful a little bit. Alright, so, yep, Fire Mountain. Who would have thought? Alright, let's go ahead and grab this treasure. Alright, about here-ish. And this has another silver rupee for us, so we're up to 1,400 now. Getting some pretty good cash on hand. And we're gonna head to the east next. And the island comes into view here. We're not actually gonna do anything with it. Just gotta, there we go, find the fish all the way over here. Drop off some food for him. And this right here is the Starbelt Archipelago. A lot of little islands, again with the half of the moon stuff. There's a lot of little islands, you know, that have a bunch of those little dots around. It can be easy to get some of them confused, especially when you're looking at them for treasure charts. That may take you a while if you don't already know which ones are where. Alright, so like I said, I'm not doing anything with the islands. However, I do believe this platform over here is the one that we're looking for. Gonna get a treasure from it. Let's go ahead and, yeah, so this is definitely gonna be in the same square. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going too far out of my way. And again, we're heading pretty close to the east side of the world here. This one lone helicopter guy guarding it. Not too much of a challenge. Alright, and off we go. Again, the cannon shouldn't have any luck firing at us while we're on this ladder. When you think about it, it would be smart to put, I don't know, I guess it would be kind of dumb to put a cannon right there, but, you know, it'd be good defense for if someone's climbing the ladder. You just fire right now and poof, they get knocked off, right? Alright, so a couple of these guys to take care of, no big deal. Nice, a double knockoff. Just going back to it, guess there was nothing there. Alright, so let's grab the treasure chest, is what we came here for. And that's going to give us another treasure chart. Nice. Alright, that's all we came here for. We're done with this square. Let's go ahead and be cool and backflip off. Yeah. I think it is possible to actually land in the boat from that. That would be pretty sweet. I don't know that I've ever managed to do it. Alright, so next up we're heading north. Can't go any further east, so we're heading up in this direction for now. Alright, so there's a submarine here, which we can either do or not do at this point, or really you don't have to do this sub ever. There's nothing vitally important. There is an item in here that is something to get, which is why I'm going here. But if you're going to get this, it's probably a better idea to save it for later, which is why I'm going to completely disregard that suggestion and take care of it now. So let's hop down into the sub. Stuff will light up once we step on the switch here, and we get into a battle. This is going to be a new enemy that we haven't seen yet. There we go, this guy right here. This is a Wizzrobe in this game. These guys will shoot magic at you and then disappear and reappear somewhere else. So this one's pretty simple. He's going to appear basically on the ground floor, and we can just do some jump attacks through him even and take him out that way. So of course that's not it. Some more dudes are going to spawn. We got some chews here to take care of. Unfortunately, the green ones take 2 shots to kill. You also have a Wizzrobe that's going to be firing at us this whole time, so basically just be sure to keep moving and we'll be good. There we go. Countering these guys will kill them instantly, so that can be nice if we can... There we go. Get a hit in before he fires there. That's nice. So it's 2 jump attacks, which is essentially 4 damage to kill him. Sometimes they get up there and, well, we don't really have much range, so there's not a lot we can do about that. Again? Really? You're just gonna sit up there? Can I block this? Nice. Strong shield, huh? And he's down. Now, this is where the fun starts. This is why you want to save this for later, probably. So, we've got some of these guys spawning along with these little demon things. These guys are never going to stop spawning, but the worst part is that these guys, these Wizzrobes, are never going to be on the ground floor. They will never be low enough that we can hit them. Also, there's 2 of them, and I also just grabbed that right there. So we're never going to be able to hit them with our sword, and since we have no real range that's easy, this is going to be tough to do. So the best strategy I found, if you really just absolutely have to do this right now, is to use bombs and time when they're about to explode. 1 hit from a bomb will kill them instantly, so you have to time it pretty well, though, and you also have to be avoiding these guys the whole time. I got hit there and did not hit any of them, and this bomb is way too late. Just go ahead and get rid of it now. Alright. There we go. That got 1 of them. Yeah, didn't time that very well. There we go. Got them both. Then once you get both of the Wizzrobes, you're basically done. Stuff will drop and you're good to go. Like I said, you probably want to save that for later. We will get some better ranged options later. So, you know, it's a good time to do that then. But, I don't know, just to be stubborn, I guess, I'll go ahead and do it right now. So, easy. We didn't lose too much health from that. It's not like it's terribly, you know, put you at risk of dying or anything, but it's just kind of a pain to do. Alright, so let's head up and get our reward, and like I said before, what you get for this is really not even worth it, especially not worth all of that effort. I should get something amazing for this, but, you know, not trying to get your hopes up or anything. All we're going to get out of this is the platform chart. So we can find platforms on the high seas. Oh boy. It's not even, it doesn't even tell you what they have. It's not useful in any sense of the word. Let's go ahead, we'll take a look at it since we did all that work to get it. Yep, there's some platforms, alright. Cool. Alright, that's it. So, it's, like I said, you can pretty much just ignore this sub completely. If you're one of those people that, like, you have to get absolutely everything, then, well, I guess this is part of it. But, you know, for me, I wouldn't really care that much. Alright, so that's that. Now let's move on to something else. Alright, we're gonna go. That's not all we came here for. I do also need to get the fish, and we are gonna do stuff with this weird platform thing out here. Not the same platforms that we just got a map for, but a different one. I was like, it kind of looks like a telescope or something. It has nothing to do with a telescope, but it kind of looks like one. The west of here is Dragon Roost Island. Really? Dragon Roost Island? What is that? Alright, so I have treasure and rocks. Okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah, so we are going to head over here. I also need to get some more bait. I'm actually going to be 1 short of all the places we're going to go, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully I find one soon. I guess if not, I can stop by Dragon Roost real quick. So this right here, I don't know why we get this little cutscene introduction, but I guess I'll take it. Yep, there's platform. So we can read the sign. This should tell us what's up. This is the Birdman Contest. Birdman. Think you were born to fly. Take the challenge of the sky to win fame and prizes. I like both of those things. Mostly the prizes, though. So, yep. this guy out here going to talk about the Triumph forks, I'm sure. No, just nothing useful at all, thanks. Hello, Birdman. I'm going to be a better Birdman than you. Register for the official Rito Tribe Birdman Contest. Free to use any means, methods, or tools you have at your disposal to help you soar through the sky. Rules are simple. See how far you can fly before you crash into the rolling seas like so much dead-weight driftwood. It's a nice pitch you got there. I like it. Banner stands now at the site where the great and talented champion, who's totally not me, who has flown the furthest to date, crashed into the frothy waves in a massive splash of glory. If you're able to pass that flag, then you'll be the new champion. You'll be drenched in praise, much as you'll be drenched in seawater. I like this guy. This guy uses good words. So it's a mere 10 rupees. I mean, we could play this a lot, in case you happen to be pretty bad, so. This can actually be a little bit tricky, but it shouldn't take more than a few tries. So, as you may have guessed, the contest is afoot. Yeah, so we need to pass that banner at the distance. So, the only thing we really have to fly is, of course, our nice trusty Deku leaf. So let's go ahead and equip that. We also need to make sure the wind's in the right direction. It should be. Actually, it looks like it's pointed a little bit to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that. This isn't cheating or anything, I promise. Alright, so it's actually pointed straight to the northwest. Kind of an interesting direction to go, but, well, that's the way it's facing. You can see that points us straight ahead. So then, we're ready to go. So obviously to get out there, you need to have the double magic meter. I mean, you can see how far away that is. You cannot do this without having a double magic meter. We're also going to have to hit at least one of these wind gusts along the way. I have timed this pretty poorly. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get to the next one. Nope, definitely not. Okay, so that was a pretty bad... Oh, man. And the sea comes back up, and that's it. Yeah, so you need to hit basically that first one, at least, in order to get there. So that was pretty bad, but I just timed it pretty poorly. There's probably a way that you can say, like, okay, jump exactly when this twister hits this point or something, but I don't ever bother with that. I just kind of go and see what happens. Yeah, so he's going to give us some advice because we did pretty poorly, but that's okay. So we did have half magic meter, but he will refill it for free, which is very nice. I don't know the mechanism by which he does this, but it's very convenient. All right, so let's go again. Again, there's probably like a timing you want to do in order to jump, like, so you can get to this twister without having to veer at all. I'm going to have to go pretty far to the side. The problem is if you veer too much off to the side like this is not going to make it, but we did at least hit the gust. So even if we go just like straight ahead and don't take any turns at all, we're not going to make it because our magic meter is going to run out. It's that tight, just from that little bit of deviation. So we'll keep going anyway, just to show you. Now we managed to hit this one. Yeah, so that works pretty well. But you can see our magic is running pretty dry at this point. One more. We're out. Oh, I think I just barely made it. This is about how close you get when you make it. I believe I did. I think the 3 air horns is an indicator that we beat it. So that is about as close as you could cut it. And you saw how little I veered off to the side. Yeah, 258. I think it's either 256 or 257. It'd be great if it was 256. That kind of has a meaning to, you know, math and computer people. So we did manage to beat the record that time, which is great. Make a fine and distinguished member of the Rito tribe. Alright, so we're going to get a great and talented prize. The prize is talented? That's a little weird. Strange use of adjectives there, but we get a piece of heart for it. Which means we got to do it. Alright, so now we're done with this. One thing you can do if you want is say that we want to do it again. And we don't actually get charged for it this time, I guess because we're the champion. We just have the run of the place. And then you notice we have full magic, so instead of actually trying, let's just hop off. And that'll essentially get us a free magic refill, so it's probably worth doing. Six yards, nice. A whopping 6 yards. I think you're being a little sarcastic there. Yep. Okay, so essentially just did that for the magic refill, you know. It's not like we really need magic too desperately at this point, but it's something to do. Alright, so I do believe that's it for this area, at least. Now I need to head northwest, which is in this direction. And if we take a look at the map, I believe we're going to head for this square right here. So let's go for it. Alright, so on this square right here, we're going to be grabbing treasure chart number 45, the biggest number we have. That one right there. Again, another island with just a bunch of little dots. So it's kind of hard to tell which one's which. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. It's in between two of these guys. We should pretty much be able to just ignore them, I think. It can make it a little bit nerve-wracking trying to grab this thing, but we managed to get it right. If you don't get it right, it can be a bit of a hassle. They'll just keep shooting you. And if they hit you, they're very prone to knock you out of the boat entirely. So if it starts to get too bad, just take them out. But, you know, we got lucky there. Another 200 rupees for us. And we need to find the fish. Ow. And it's over here. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. This right here is 7-star Isles. Wasn't there like a 7-star archipelago or something? I don't know. Just all of these things run together. Yeah, so this guy's gonna give us a hint about big octos in all caps. So, as you may have guessed, we're gonna be dealing with a big octo here. It's gonna be towards the southwest, which is back this way. Run back by these ships again. And there's some platforms out there. We don't need to worry about them. We're basically just looking for some seagulls in the distance. And we should run pretty much right into them. Yep, there they are. So pretty easy to see. Thankfully, we got there before it started raining, so it was kind of easier to make out. All right, and now let's get ready with the cannon again. This is, again, one of the more difficult ones. This may actually be the most difficult one of the group. It's 5 eyes on either side, and then 2 on, you know, each left and right side. So if we can grab as many as possible. Okay, well, too bad. We'll have to come back for that one. Oh, nice. Good block there. The bottom ones are pretty easy because they stay stable even when you hit them, but see, these top ones move around so much that it's basically impossible. It may be a good idea if you're looking to do this quickly, shoot a shot to sort of stabilize him before you go for the top one, so that way he stops his wild flailing animation and you actually have a shot at hitting it. Got it. Okay, that one, stabilized shot, and grab that one, and that should do it. Nice. Like I said, that one's pretty tough. There's quite a lot of eyes you gotta get, and you've only got a couple rotations around this thing before it basically just ends for you. And it leaves behind a treasure, which of course is what we're after, not just hunting them for the sport of it. Well, didn't mean to shoot again there. Honestly, for those little, like, ring lights, they should just keep them there. They shouldn't go away at all, right? Because it, like, you earned the treasure. I shouldn't have to do more work for it. And we get another piece of heart. Just one more until we can get 12, and also refill our life there, which is nice. And now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to head to the west. We may make a stop by Dragon Roost real quick, because it's, you know, it's just, like, right here. It's not too far away. And fill up on bait, but we may do that later. I don't know. We'll see. All right, next island's coming up. I actually consulted Beetle's chart and have determined that we don't actually need to stop by Dragon Roost because there's a Beetle ship at the next place we're going to. So we're picking up number 11 here. There it is. So we'll grab it. We'll grab the fish since they're pretty close to each other. Oh man, stop please. I'm pretty sure I went past it. Yep, definitely did. Alright. Now, these polite sharks are going to circle around me again. Oh man, okay, where am I? Okay, in the right direction. A little bit further. I'm going to get you. Like a slow little shuffle up to me there. And another heart piece, so we do actually get up to 12 before the next dungeon. Now I need to remember in what direction the fish was in. Was it past this? I think it was past this. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Get away from me, sharks. Alright, so let's drop off some bait for this one. Get a map. And this is Crescent Moon Island. I've said this every time, but again, aptly named, right? Yep, so again, another full moon thing, another moon phase thing. Lots of those hanging around now. Alright, so now we need to stop by the island. This is a pretty quick one. It's rather interesting. There's really nothing to see here on this island. It's kind of just a rock shaped like a crescent moon. So, there's no tricks or traps or anything. This dude is out here, though. He's all over the place. Alright, so we need to make our way into the island here. We can walk up at any point, so we might as well just get closer to this treasure chest as we can. And a couple blue chews, which I guess we'll take. Because again, I can sell those for money later. Now we'll grab the treasure chest and get a treasure chart out of it. No work required, just walk up to it and take it. I like that. Alright, now before we leave, there's actually a submarine that we're going to take care of to the north. See it right over there. Let the sharks entertain themselves. Here we go. No lookouts for this one. It's kind of out here on its own. A little bit more clandestine than the rest of them, I guess. Still above water, though. Hey, bud. Yes! Oh, I love doing that. You can't always do that. It's hard to tell where they're going to go sometimes, but... Alright, so essentially at this point, we just need to survive. It's not too tough if we keep preparing spin attacks, which I'm not great at, as I think I've said before. Spin attacks will take them all out in one shot. So we can essentially just sit here and wait. And keep rotating the analog stick, doing spin attacks when possible. Nope. I always get hit after that little scene. They always do it at the worst possible time. Oh, come on. Spin attack. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just bad, but like I'm rotating the stick like crazy and he's just not doing it. It may be easier to sort of do it this way, like move a little bit and then do the spin attack. So that way they don't hit you while you're doing the slash. I'm kind of doing better this way, I think. Probably better than sitting there trying to rotate it like crazy. Ow, well, that didn't work so well. Alright, so it looks like we're finished then. Gotta just finish off these last few guys, and that'll do it. So, took a few more hits there than I would have liked, but no big deal. They drop a ton of stuff everywhere. And some of these guys will sometimes still be hanging around, but they generally don't bother you once you're finished. Alright, we survived the tiny devil gauntlet. And we get another treasure chart. Plenty of those. Alright, so that's going to be it for this square. Once we head out of here, we're going to be heading to the south one. So look forward to that. Alright, and we're approaching the island. You see, there's the beetle ship that I was talking about. That chart actually came in handy for once. I don't know that I've ever used it before now, but I guess it's good to know. So let's go ahead and we'll pick up some bait real quick before we continue forward. Alright, stuck back up on bait again. And now I need to find the island. There it is. Alright, so we're going to grab the fish and then we're going to do something on the island real quick. You notice there's those submarine treasure hunter guys again. If I can find the fish. Where is it? This guy's not showing himself. Oh, he's way out there. That's why. Pretty far off the coastline for this one. Got some food for you anyway, even if you're way out here. And Popera Nile. I need not say it. A choo-choo is. Yeah, I like this guy. I'm not talking about the sound you make when you kiss someone with the two hearts. Weird, creepy fish, man. Slimy monster-like puddles of goo that turn into blobs of jelly, stand up, start jumping at you like crazy. Yep, I know those guys. Lots of them on that island over there. Yep, mentions the potion brewer. So if you want chew jelly, this could actually be a decent place to do it. And it turns out it pretty much is. You can get basically all the jelly you want from this island over here, but we're not really worried about the chews too much. We're here for a different prize. Let's go ahead and hop out. Now we got this big dome in front of us. There's actually a way in. You may barely see it obfuscated by the grass, but we can of course clear it away and make it very clear. We can actually crawl in this little opening, and this is nice, isn't it? This is kind of cool. It'd be a cool place to hang out. You know, set up shop here. Sleep for the night or something. So if we hop down the hole, we get to this little mini area. This isn't dungeon-like really in any way. It's just a couple paths to go down. So we're gonna actually head to the right here. This is where our big prize is. There's also some rocks we can blow up along the way, but let's get the big prize first before we mess with any of that stuff. Just kill some of the chews around. Like I said, you can get pretty much all the chew jelly you need from here. But the chest that we're opening up is going to give us something a little bit more substantial because it's going to be a piece of heart. We need more. Give me all the hearts. So I guess we can see what's behind this rock over here. I'm not actually sure myself. I don't know that I've ever actually bothered to check this out, but, well, we can do it now. Also don't know what these things are hanging from the ceiling. Oh man, a couple more paths. What's in this chest? Oh, a joy pendant. Great, thanks. Fantastic. Really worth the time. What's over here? Oh, nothing. More chews. Great. Leave me alone. I don't want to deal with them right now. Alright, back out where we were. Let's head, yeah, that's the entrance. So let's go towards this path. Again, there's nothing super useful in here, but might as well check it out for completeness sake. Bunch of green shoes all over the place, and I do mean a bunch of them. Even more are still dropping down as I'm grabbing this purple rupee. So if you need green chew jelly, that's the place to do it. I don't, so we'll just completely ignore everything and make our way out. It's not really anything too noteworthy. There's this little platform that rises up, but nothing at it, so. Okay, and with that, we have pretty much completed all the optional exploration that we're going to be doing before we actually head to the next dungeon, so maybe we can get to some actual cool stuff here in a little bit. So our next destination is going to be, in fact, southwest. As you can see, this highlighted square right here. So we've made a pretty good tour of this place. You can see there's actually quite a lot of islands that we still haven't done anything with, despite how long it took. But you see all these circles indicating that we've picked up treasure chart treasures. So, you know, done quite a lot of work, actually. Pretty proud of it. And like I said, when we started this whole thing out, it is totally possible. I need to switch. It's, okay, compass. There we go, this direction. It is actually possible to go around and, like, get the map squares for all of them. I'm not doing that for obvious reasons, but, you know, there's, believe it or not, even more that you could do. I've still got some treasure charts that I haven't picked up yet. Some treasures, I mean, from them. You know, I've still got plenty in my inventory. We could do all that now if we wanted, but, well, I don't really want to. Let's just continue. And there's nothing to do here at this last triangle island. This little tornado here is going to make me a little bit nervous, because if I'm not mistaken, I think the fish is pretty close to that usually. So we don't want to get too near it, otherwise it'll be a big hassle. Alright, where's the fish? I don't see the fish. Is he not over here? Oh, he's over here this time, huh? So the last time I did this, he was on that side close to the tornado. I vividly remember that, but I guess not this time. Let's go ahead and use our new bunches of bait here. Oop. That's pretty close when I had to do that. So as you may have expected if you knew the other island names, this is Northern Triangle Isle and the last of the 3 to visit. School on Windfall Island. I swear there was another fish that already talked about her once. Climbing trees and hiding behind buildings instead of going to school. What a bunch of savages. Oh, man. Yeah, so that's it from there. We've already dealt with her, so that doesn't really help us much at all. Hey, these guys are shooting bombs at me. That's not very cool. Like, what kind of natural evolution would lead these guys to start shooting actual human-made bombs? Alright, so let's drop off our final pearl here. This guy's got a nice nose on him, sticking out pretty far there. Give me the pearl. Alright, man, here you go. Okay, and that's the 3rd pearl. What's gonna happen? You know, all that trauma from being flung up against buildings can't be good for a kid his age, right? It's gonna cause some kind of developmental troubles, I'm really afraid. Alright, so this is the place that the gods of the ancient world prepared so that they might test the courage of men. Only one who's able to overcome the trials that await here will be acknowledged by the gods to be a true hero. That's me, baby. I'm a true hero. Only then will that hero be permitted to wield the power to destroy the great evil. I mean, I guess they can't just go handing that out left and right, so... That which you must obtain now lies before you. You must believe in your own courage, which has led you to triumph over the many hardships you have faced, and you must triumph once again. You must rise above the trial of the gods. Oh man, I'm inspired now. Man, whew. It tingles down my spine after reading that one, huh? Alright, before we actually grab what's in front of us, I kind of lied a little bit. There is one little thing that we need to do. Don't worry, it's here though. We're not leaving the square. We need to grab this number 14. I opened it earlier. And it is right over there, so pretty close. It's not like we're straying too far away. We also need to find the fish at some point. Okay, is that good enough? Nice. And we get another silver rupee. We need more money for sure. Remember, our max right now is 5,000, so despite having quite a lot of money, we still actually have more room. Where is this fish? Is he really not around here anywhere? I'm gonna have to like sail around the outside to find this thing. Oh, there he is. Thank you. Appeared right on cue, huh? Alright, so this place is formerly known as Tower of the Gods. It's so big that it doesn't even fit in that little preview square, so pretty large place. Done a fish fortune on you, small fry. From what I can tell, looks like you're fated to come to this place many times, you think? The Triumph Forks. Hey, we've heard there's some sort of magical utensils. Yeah, I'm sure. Dr. Tingle, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, if you say so. Alright, so that really is everything now. And we are actually ready to continue into the... This is gonna be the next dungeon. Pretty big one. You know, the culmination of the whole Pearls thing. So, obviously some pretty heavy stuff is about to come. However... It's gonna come next time. Sorry to leave you hanging here, but you know, I don't want to just go into the dungeon. Be like an hour-and-a-half long episode or something. Well, that's a little bit much, I think. So next time we'll head into this next dungeon, as its giant entrance is forebodingly staring at us, staring into our soul, and we'll head into the abyss next time. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.